Welcome to Unlocked, an NAMFS podcast. In our final Stronger Together member series episode, we have a conversation with Lawrence Ospina of LCCO Properties, a local member. Let's get started.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are excited to have you all join us today for another episode of Unlocked, talking a little bit about NAMFS. I've got my good friend Lawrence with us today. Excited, Lawrence, to chat with you a little bit about NAMFS and would like to just get into it if that's okay, but appreciate you jumping in.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you for having me, Sam. My name is Lawrence Ospina, founder and CEO of LCCO Properties. I've been in business for about 14 years. We are based out of Long Island, New York, and we're a local field vendor.
I love it. I love it. How did you, for everybody's sake, Lawrence, why don't you give us a little background on how you got into our space? You know, how did you jump into prop pres and servicing, and what motivated you to jump in?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, being a licensed general contractor actually helped me a lot. Obviously, it's two different worlds, two different industries. But one of the key players that actually helped me was NAMFS. What first motivated me to join NAMFS was a very special person, a person I have known since I first started in the industry, a person that has been my mentor for many years. Her name is Johanna Granados from Barracks. I had the pleasure of meeting Johanna back at Field Asset Services. I remember one year we both attended a conference in New Jersey, and she was raffling 2 tickets for NAMFS conference. At that time, I had no idea what NAMFS was or anything like that. I actually only had one client, and after speaking to Johanna about it, she actually encouraged me to join NAMFS. And you know what? I'm so glad I did it. It was a big investment for me back then. But I'm happy I did it. I'm so happy I did it. I was able to grow my business tremendously. And I've been joining the conference for 8 years now.
That's outstanding. That's really good. I based on that, Lawrence, maybe I'd be curious to know, since that time frame, as you've grown in it and participated, what's been the most valuable aspect of being part of NAMFS? What have you gotten the most at? What's given you the most, I should say?
Well, the most, oh my God, my network, all the tools that I've been able to get through NAMFS. One of the tools that actually have changed my business tremendously has been NAMFS Academy. I'm not sure if everybody's using it, but it's a great resource. Right now, I actually use it as a training manual for my employees. Once they start with me, I take the training, and it keeps improving over the years. Also, through NAMFS, I have encouraged and encounter a lot of technology like PPW and different apps to help me keep track of my employees and my work orders, and also my network. And I've been able to, get reliable vendors and people like, for example, Thomas with M Property Preservation, that is a great part of my offshore processing team, and I was able to meet them all there.
That's outstanding. And we hear that a lot. I mean, the network really starts with the network, but I think it's a lot about kind of this mind share and mentorship that comes through with it. So I agree with you. We hear that a lot. It's good you've gotten a lot out of that. Is there a major challenge that NAMFS has helped you solve? I know you mentioned Academy, but is there anything else that you saw like as a challenge? I mean, particularly now, business is a little slow for all of us. I'm curious if there's a challenge that NAMFS helps you through, daily, weekly, monthly, annually, or something that stands out to you in the last little while.
Yeah, well, I mean, the biggest challenge is being in the same level as my competitors and as everybody else in the industry. As you know, I'm just a local vendor. I'm in the field most of the time. So sometimes I don't really have all the time and the tools that I need to be with the latest updates. But thanks to NAMFS, I'm able to get all my notifications. I watch the podcast. I use the resources. I use the tools that they have online, plus all of the networks and all of the people that I have met through NAMFS that, that we keep in contact. It's not just coming to the conference and seeing them once a year. No, we stay in touch. So that has been one of the biggest blessings, to be honest, for me to be part of the industry.
No, I appreciate that. That sounds in line with what we hear, but that's good that it's turned out for you and it's been able to help you out a bit. We're always interested in growing the membership. I think the more voices we get, the more backgrounds we get, it helps all of us. To your point, kind of that networking and the discussions and comparing notes and the things we do that way. Why do you think maybe I mean, I kind of teed you up, but a growing membership, is that beneficial to you personally and to your business? If so, how? And what's important, do you think, for the future as we look ahead for NAMFS? What do you think is going to be important for us?
Well, I believe there's strength in numbers. If you're going to be part of the industry, we have to stick together. No matter how much experience you have, there's always something to be learned. Being a licensed general contractor in the mortgage field industry, I have learned that there's different ways, guidelines, and procedures to going about this work. I was able to learn all about them through NAMFS. So we want to make sure everybody's trained the right way, which means the more members, the better education, the more training, and the better and the more correct the procedures and the practices are going to be.
I agree. I agree with that. It's going to be interesting over the next little while. I mean, we anticipate things changing and improving for sure. So as we grow that. So obviously, like any other organization, Lawrence, there's sometimes there's detractors or there's hesitancy or nervousness. What would your elevator pitch be to someone who is considering joining, but maybe is a little hesitant? What would your pitch look like if you had them kind of face to face?
Well, the first thing I would say is start by joining online, the membership online. See all the tools that NAMFS has available for them and for us. See the value on that membership. If you see value on that, just imagine how much more value you will get at the conference, Mm-hmm. Also, what I would say is that if you're already watching this podcast, you're already part of the community. What's next is coming to the conference this May and meeting all of us. We're just like you. We're just regular people.
Yeah, I agree. I've found a lot of value. I mean, I've been educated quite a bit our last handful of years leaning in, and it's amazing to me. There's still stuff to learn, and there's a lot of growth that comes from it. So I tend to agree with you. Well, this has been tremendous, Lawrence. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day. I know you're running a business, but I'm looking forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks. It's going to be great down at the conference, and I echo your sentiment. Anybody that's hesitant, I think just lean in, give it a shot. I think the value's there for sure. I know the value's there. So we appreciate you. Appreciate you joining in, man. Hope you have a good weekend, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Sam. Have a good one. Thank you for having me.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you for watching and listening to Unlocked, a NAMFS podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the NAMFS YouTube channel or follow us wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. We'll be back next Wednesday with another Season 2 conversation, and we look forward to having you join us.